Someone has the keys, right? They know who's where, what, when, how. How do we know that individual doesn't say that dude did work on that? This person, we don't know any of that. That's what I'm saying is, even though we think it's anecdotal, doesn't really make it so. And I'll also argue that no matter what, there's so many avenues into disclosure. I think that part of the problem. Okay, here's the thing. When you said story, news story, the reason I jumped is like, oh, we just wrote a news story, but that's not a story. And I was just meaning like all this info is out there. Hell, you take the nuke connection. There's a nuclear connection. Shit, data doesn't lie. So if you take data and you don't know what something is that keeps showing up over said area, that's anomalous, right? Wouldn't you want to investigate that shit? Figure out what's going on? I think
I think the
the whole
challenge there is that it's data that was collected with past methodologies or method whatever, you know.
you're
So
right.
so it's
Here's the
really
actually.
unfortunate that we may have to maybe let some of that go for now.
What
And
about the old
going
data?
forward, we have to try to use much more better methods and collect
Okay,
clean data.
what about the old data though? Okay,
Can
I
I
know
share something
stories
real
are,
quick?
and yeah, I'll let you go real quick, Emily. I'm sorry, I'm up here yapping like I was just telling everybody I tend to do. So if you got anecdotal evidence, and you take, let's say for example, you have astronauts, would you not take what they have to say to heart? I mean, there's some vocal stuff out on the internet. The Russians intercepted. Buzz Aldrin's talking about something on the moon.
That was the one part of today's thing where the pilot got up there and he basically like shit on all of the testimony that pilots do. He's like, yeah, we were driving and my co-pilot was like, turn around. And it was like a Bart Simpson. I'm like, God, dude, like everything he was saying was like counterproductive. I'm like, geez, man. But
Go ahead,
sorry,
Emily. I'm so
Ocean,
sorry.
sorry.
And Gordon Cooper, another astronaut you can talk about. But go ahead, Emily. I'm an asshole.
No, it's all good. I just wanted to share some stuff that I found about Canada. I threw it up in the nest for you. I found a company here. It says Canadian UAV is the only remotely piloted aircraft system company given approval by Transport Canada for beyond visual line of sight and detect and avoid radar. So I was like, what is that? So I shared some screenshots, and then there's also a YouTube video. If you look at the second screenshot, they explain how the detect and avoid system is this is very disturbing to pilots, right? So they have technology out there where they can sit on the ground, they can scan, and not only that, but if an airplane goes over, they can remotely create disturbance within the vicinity of the airplane's radar to make the airplane go around them. So, I was just trying to look at like, okay, like what is anomalous, right? Like they're saying this is we don't have any anomalous shit. Well, it's like, okay, well, what technology do we have? What do we know, right? So this is kind of some stuff that I found that was pretty cool or interesting. And yeah, so they have the ability to like scan and project and create disturbances for pilots from the ground. So I don't know what that would look like. Say if you're a pilot over a long period of time, are you going to start to be able to pick up on these like discrepancies in your radar? Does it actually create something that is visually there, like an orb? Like, can you see it? But yeah, there's just some great information in there if anybody wants to check it out.
Thank you for that, Emily.